Hello and welcome to the channel. Nigeria's former Senator Adamu Bulkashuwa has roped himself and his wife under the microscope for making an horrendous statement about the wife, a Nigerian judge who had served as president of the Court of Appeal. Nigerians are already apprehensive about the judiciary in the country, especially with the ongoing case at the Election Petition Tribunal involving President Tinubu and other aggrieved presidential candidates. This shocking revelation by Bulkashuwa is only going to increase those fears and distrust of a system which has let them down time after time. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Ex-senator under fire for confessing to influencing wife's decision as appeal court judge. A Nigerian senator, Adamu Bulkashuwa, has come under fire for confessing to influencing the decisions of his wife, Zainab, while she was serving as a judge and president of the Court of Appeal. The comment also called Mrs. Bulkashuwa's reputation into question, as many said it has destroyed public confidence in the Nigerian judiciary. Mr. Bulkashuwa, 83, who represented Bauchi North Senatorial District in the 9th Senate, confirmed infringing on the freedom and independence of his wife as a judicial officer. My wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office, and she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues, said Mr. Bulkashuwa, an All Progressives Congress APC stalwart, at a valedictory session of the 9th Senate on 10 June. In the 41-minute video clip of Mr. Bulkashuwa's revelation, the half-gun Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, was seen interrupting Mr. Bulkashuwa, who lost his re-election bid to the parliament. Distinguished, I don't think this is a good idea going into this direction. It is not a good idea, please, Mr. Lawan retorted, stopping Mr. Bulkashuwa from further spilling the beans. Compromise of court decisions is generally believed to be a recurrent happening in Nigeria, but confession to hate by actors is rare. Mr. Bulkashuwa's rare confession serves as a validation of the suspicion of bias the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) had against Mrs. Bulkashuwa after she appointed herself to head the 5-member panel of the Presidential Election Petition Court in 2019. The PDP, along with its then presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, was challenging the election of then President Muhammadu Buhari. The party alleged that Mrs. Bulkashuwa would not adjudicate on the case impartially due to her tie to her husband, then a senator-elect on the platform of the APC, and her son Aliyu Abubakar, who was a governorship aspirant on the platform of the party. Mrs. Bulkashuwa later stepped down from the panel and replaced herself with Mohammed Garba, who shared the panel and eventually saw the proceedings through to the end. Mrs. Bulkashuwa retired from the bench as president of the Court of Appeal after clocking the mandatory retirement age of 70 for judicial officers in 2020. In the waning days of her headship of the appellate court in February 2022, she shared her 4-decade experience with journalists in Lagos. Specifically, Mrs. Bulkashuwa denied an allegation that she took a 6 billion naira bribe. There was a time when allegations were flying around that I was given 6 billion naira, and I laughed. So, if I was given 6 billion naira, do you think I would still be here? She wondered. The jurist went on to distance her judicial duties from her husband's political life. In 2022, Mr. Bulkashuwa, a staunch ally of then President Buhari, could not secure the APC ticket for Bauchi North, prompting his defection to the People's Democratic Party (PDP). In the 9th Senate, Mr. Bulkashuwa was the chairman, Committee on Foreign Affairs. My husband is a politician, but politics is a no-go area in my house. Even my children are aware of that. No politician is invited to the house. My husband can pursue whatever he wants to pursue as a politician, but we hardly discuss politics in the house. All this helped to guard against any influence from any politician, Mrs. Bulkashuwa had averred during a presser in Lagos in February 2020. However, our claims are at variance with Mr. Bulkashuwa's revelation at the Senate valedictory session on Saturday. Public confidence in Nigeria's judiciary has plummeted in recent times in the light of decisions of courts that were seen as unpopular. Lawyers have condemned Mr. Bulkashuwa's statement. A former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, Olisa Agbakoba, described Mr. Bulkashuwa's remarks as a monumental disgrace for our institutions. Mr. Agbakoba, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, recalled how his client, Usman Tuga, lost an election petition to Mr. Bulkashuwa concerning the Bauchi North senatorial seat. I represented Usman Tuga in relation to the disputed elections between him and Senator Bulkashuwa for Bauchi North senatorial. We lost in 3 courts. Senator Bulkashuwa seems to suggest why, Mr. Agbakoba said in a statement he sent to Premium Times on Tuesday. Calling on the authorities to arrest Mr. Bulkashuwa, the erstwhile NBA president and constitutional lawyer said the lawmaker's revelation is a blight on my confidence in our systems. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. He urged President Bola Tinubu to cleanse the system in the most dramatic and fundamental process if he wishes to succeed. Another lawyer, Malcolm Omirobo, said Mr. Bulkashuwa's confession portends danger to the dignity of the judiciary. Mr. Omirobo, a human rights lawyer, said the senator's remarks showed the phony judgment that emanated from Mrs. Bulkashuwa and the appellate while she served as its president. It will reduce the integrity of the judiciary, and the public will find it hard to trust and respect the judgments of our courts, the lawyer pointed out, adding that there are many like this infamous couple in Nigeria. A former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission (NHRC), Shidi Odinkalu, while reacting to Mr. Bulkashuwa's statement, said Mrs. Bulkashuwa was neither honorable nor interested in justice. Mr. Odinkalu opined that Mrs. Bulkashuwa's subversion of justice, as revealed by her husband, has tarnished the image of 7 judges whom he said would be seen as trading judicial decisions in their bedrooms. He urged 7 judges to speak up and insist on an independent inquiry into Mr. Bulkashuwa's revelation. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.